Now you're getting it.
Hi, I'm Troy McClure.
You may remember me from such things as my... Alright, welcome to another Canadian Computer Collector. This is going to be probably a quick one, but Stace and I are here today, and we're going to test some hardware, because I would like to sell it. Long story short, sometimes when I buy lots, and I don't mean like I buy lots of things, I mean like lot 1, lot 2, like when I buy a lot. Anyway, I bought a whole bunch of vintage software, and it came with some hardware that was a little bit newer than what I'm looking for. You can't just sell it without testing it. Some people do, and you know, you're just asking for trouble. Actually, maybe that's not true. Some people do sell untested stuff, and if you're buying it, buyer beware. But actually, Stace, if you look over there, there is a capacitor sitting on the base of that iMac. Yes, this was in the box with the hardware. So this single little capacitor is an indicator that something broke in the box. And that's why we're testing this, because I would like to list these items on eBay. So the purpose of today's video is to just
Kick back, relax, Max all cool.
and shoot a little b-ball outside of the school.
So, wait, like,
Grab the box.
what kind of hardware is it?
And the answer is basically lots of graphics cards and a motherboard. The motherboard had 2 gigs of RAM in it, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, we wanted to use this motherboard as a test bench for the graphics cards because we knew we were going to have to test the board anyway, and if we were going to have it all set up, why not use that for the cards? So here we are, stealing a power supply from the $20 PC from Stace's $250 PC build video. It was a 700 watt Cooler Master, so that was a nice surprise. That is the $20 computer that just keeps giving. So basically, the board that we're looking at is an ECS Enforce 570 SLIT-A. This is the 5.1 version, and it should work as far as I can tell, and it should work with the graphics cards that we have. But you know what? We were filming this right before doing a live stream. We didn't have a lot of time, so essentially this all ended up useless because, as you'll see later on in the video, we didn't even use this test bench as our way of checking the cards. And here's me trying to start it with a screwdriver and just not getting it.
They always keep it on me. God dang it, Bobby. They see me selling propane and they try to cop me.
So, item number 1, Sapphire HD 7950.
Dang it, Peggy.
So, 7950, we're going to test this in a machine that Stace is intimately familiar with.
Oh man, I tried to overclock this thing and I got it up to, I think I got a stable 4.06 gigahertz. Yeah, I've popped this computer's CMOS battery probably 10 times. Fire it up. Fire it up. Fire it up. Fire it up. Somebody call for an exterminator.
What do you want?
SCV, good to go, sir.
There she blows.
Yeah.
I just had a pretty strong burp. Crap gigs and... Yes, okay. Here we are.
All right, press F1 to continue.
Play safe hunting!
Wow.
There's a lot of things on this machine that aren't working properly.
This is your classic, like, somebody's gaming rig that they just beat on.
Yes.
You know, this is an old muscle car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, the doors don't line up anymore.
But they never really did.
Okay, what are we working with here?
Do we even have a hard drive in here? I don't think so.
Oh, right.
I mean, we know we get the display output.
All right, so we are popping a Lexar 128 gig solid state drive in this machine,
Poppin'.
so that we can install Windows 10 and get actual data on these GPUs that we're going to be testing.
Okay, you got a Windows 10 install media?
I do.
Great.
That I do.
What? Oh man, do you remember that Jerry Springer show, Baggage? And one guy's like, my has a 30-degree bend in it or something. Man, that show Baggage was ridiculous. Basically, Jerry Springer hosted people. They would have small baggage, medium baggage, and large baggage. And so the person who was choosing would start off with small baggage and eliminate somebody based on their small baggage. Then they would reveal the medium baggage for for the people, and then they'd eliminate somebody based on the medium baggage, right? Finally, they'd pick between large baggage, one which was real and one which was false, and they would say, you know, which one of those ones would be the deal breaker, and then the person would reveal if there actually was. I remember there was this one woman who's like, I keep a jar of pee beside my bed. I had that bad boy up to 4.06 running stably at one point. Oh no, I remember what happened. I had the stable overclock, and then the motherboard temperature was out of control. It was like 98 degrees or something, and I was just like starting to back off the voltage, and I couldn't keep the overclock stable while getting the voltage down to something that wouldn't make the motherboard just fry itself.
So the motherboard went full Nick Lachey.
98 degrees.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no, did you get ink on it?
Oh. Yes, I got ink on Hank's face.
Dang it, Bobby. Quit playing with your pens. What's the Pen 15 Club? Do I actually want to join it?
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I just want a picture of a goddamn hot dog.
Now, Peggy, if I join this Pen 15 Club,
Oh.
I might be on the fast track to the presidency. Okay, how are we doing here?
Nah, progressing.
Still getting ready.
So, I don't know, more ideas for stuff. The Wii menu?
No, but I guess that just worked out. We've got Winders.
Yeah. Were you planning to like connect this to the internet and install benchmarking software?
No.
Then I think we're done. Yeah,
You
no,
want
maybe it
display?
is. Maybe it is a 4 gig. Because we would need to let it install drivers for it to see what it actually is. Right? See, the main driver is just the basic display driver included on Windows. So I guess is that really a 4 gig card? I thought it said 3 gigs on it. Oh, we can look it up after we pull it out.
Okay.
Okay.
Very nice. All right, let's get to the next card. Waka waka woo. There was a 3 gigabyte version that was flat that would fit inside a Mac Pro.
Mm-hmm. Well, this says 3G right on it.
Oh yeah, this one does too. This is it, Sapphire HD 7950. Next up, we've got the HD 4890.
This is an older card.
Do we know how big this card is? This is a 1 gig?
I don't recall. I'd have to read it off the sticker. Another dual power on this one.
So, for interest's sake, on the piece of tape that we pulled off, this one said it's from 2007. So,
I said 2009.
Oh, did it? Okay, so that's why I'm ballparking like maybe 1 or 2 gigs.
Well, 4890 would indicate that it's like top of the product stack, eh?
The GPU is cracking. 8 series top stacking.
I'm not gonna screw it in since we're not standing it up, right?
That's fine.
Whew. That was
No bad beeps. That was a loud fan though.
yeah, spicy for a moment there. Really fired them all the way up.
Never wanted to maintain all the way up.
You can hear my cooling fans. They're all the way up.
If you're maintaining all the way up, talk to a doctor as soon as possible. Maybe after about 4 hours. 300 mil. 4 hours is a long time.
I always thought it was something like way longer, like 12 hours or something. Okay, F1. I only make it press F1 because I like Formula 1 so much.
You should do your Formula 1 impression. Vampires have to be asked.
Yes, they can't cross the threshold unless invited.
Oh, that is amazing. That GPU is really kind of ramping up.
I wonder if it's dirty.
Okay, we're showing 4 gigs again. There's no way.
Like, I bet you if we plug that into the internet and let it download a driver, it'll tell us.
Oh. Do you want to?
Might as well.
Okay, grab the iNets. Grab the nets. Does the Windows have A problem with .coms?
I don't know. I just need to download. All right, we got a Windows update, and now check for updates, and then we're gonna want to choose only the display update to do.
Yeah. Radioactive man?
Watch out, radioactive man!
Up and atom? Up and atom. And so we waited. And we waited. And we waited. For updates that never seemed to come. So we waited. And waited. And waited. And yeah. Make this
So I don't mind in this one, right?
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a point to this? We can just look up the stats of this card based on its name.
Yeah, I definitely did not think this was just going to get stuck like this, so let's just shut it down.
Okay. We know the card works. It's displaying, we're plugged into it. It's detecting, it's an ATI card. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. We can actually just skip this whole thing and not even the explanation. Just be like, yeah, no, it works.
Yeah, it works. Hey!
Yep, 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 yep.
Next up, we have the 8800 GT.
Why NVIDIA?
Excellent.
I am curious though, if we go to DXDag, what it'll tell us. Yeah, it still says 4 gigs.
This is a neat little disk case, but what do we got here? Microsoft Windows for Workgroups. Microsoft MS-DOS 6.22.
Nice. What is next?
Look at that.
What you got? Nice.
High density floppy. Coming up next, we've got the 6800 GS from 2006, apparently.
Probably worse than the integrated graphics. Classic yearbook quote. Absolute classic.
That is just a crispy snap of a Vlasic right there. Crack of the crust, sweet taste of the must. Turd doing backflips on my tongue.
What?
It's from one of the funniest shows on TV, in my opinion, called Delocated. She's a little crackly.
That fan definitely had some crunch to it.
Yeah. All right, so this one's displaying as well. We are getting video.
I am fart. All right, what's next?
All right, coming up next, we've got what should be a Pentium D830 at 3 gigahertz, but it is also a board with what I believe to be 2 gigabytes of RAM. And the board is an ECS Enforce 570 Slit-A. Now, they shouldn't be putting words like slit on something that a family's gonna use.
I'm pretty sure it's SLIT. You got that power supply too? All right.
Okay, so here's our plan. Essentially, what we're gonna do is plug power into this, and then use the power button from this machine to start it, because we tried doing the jump method and it didn't work, and yeah, that's not gonna work. So here is a power supply. And let's get going on this, because we actually have a functional hard drive now that we can borrow.
And we know that this graphics card works. Probably be the least power hungry out of all the ones here.
Yeah.
There we go. Power switch.
It's zoomed in, so.
Alright, fire it up.
Yeah!
Oh, that is shooting dust.
Really? No.
Oh, turn it off. We have to plug in the
Can you
display
kill
cable.
the power on the back?
Oh, sure.
That fan is working like overtime.
Ah, test benches go. Hell yeah, brother. Connect the keyboard.
Boy, one of the fans on something needs to be cleaned. You can just hear like, or maybe it's bearings starting to go, but you can hear like something is definitely physically happening.
No, I think what you're hearing is electrical.
Whoa!
Beep, boop.
Did you hear that? Beep, beep, beep.
All stuff you
She's
probably
a
wouldn't
loud
hear in a case.
How many times has this thing started up?
Well, I was doing startup repair, remember?
Yeah, it is.
Why does it keep restarting?
I don't know. It gets to the Windows logo and then restarts.
Hey, you know what I want to try? Just for fun. Well, first of all, I think we can be reasonably sure this works.
Yeah.
We just don't have the correct OS. I want to try shorting it now that we know which pins it is.
Right.
Wonder if this is just not metal. Oh, yeah, screwdriver bit.
Hey, look at that.
Hey, that's a moment for us.
Friggin' wizard.
That's a moment. Yeah?
Okay, so next up, this is a machine that actually Stace picked up. This is the one that donated the $20 graphics card and had a pleasantly surprising 700 watt power supply from Cooler Master, right?
Yes, sir. Very, very surprising how much good stuff was in this computer for $20.
So this probably is the original HP motherboard, right?
Oh, certainly.
We really did intend on testing out this motherboard. We pulled it out of the machine, we hooked up another power supply to it, the original one, in fact. Then we ran into one pretty important problem. Okay.
Well, it wasn't supposed to do that.
It's not happy. There's no RAM in it either.
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Do you have a stick of like DDR3 RAM? Hold on. Before we take this stuff out of here, I think we should. I have a better idea than putting this on eBay.
What's it?
Let's give it away. So,
We tested a whole bunch of hardware and mostly graphic cards, but we also got that test board running. The what was that? The EST or whatever it was. The N-Force.
570 SLITA.
That's right, the slit. Thank you so much, Stace, for joining me today to test all that hardware. I couldn't have done it without you.
You absolutely could.
So at the end of all of this, we went back into one of Stace's machines. It's the $20 video card donor. It's actually a surprisingly strong computer, but we've decided to do something special with this board.
Yeah, we didn't have any DDR3 RAM to test it. As it turns out, all the DDR3 that Dan has is notebook RAM. So, it was responsive, but we had no way to check if it actually would post. So we're gonna give it away.
That's right, we're also giving away this boxed copy of Nickelodeon's Nicktoons, or as it's called, Nicktoons, Nicktoons. Not giving them away together, because that doesn't really make sense, but we're giving them away separately.
So you can enter the draw and you can choose, do you want Nicktoons or do you want the FX 630 quad-core AMD processor, motherboard, and heatsink and fan. So I was told it was working.
Oh, you never turned it on?
Well, this is what we were testing. Well, it had no RAM. If we give these away, I figure, we'll pay for the shipping within North America. You can pay the difference if you're from outside North America.
Yeah. So what are the stats on the board again? There's no RAM, but it does come with a quad-core AMD processor. And,
Socket AM3.
Right, and it has onboard graphics from the look of things.
I think so, but I can't really speak to that. There's a Wi-Fi card on here. This would actually make a great base for a Plex server. Throw a big hard drive or all your old hard drives on here. Even just, a couple sticks of RAM.
Got 4 USB ports. That's 4 more portable hard drives.
Yeah, go for a basic PCI Express card, something from, like gig or 2, just to help a little bit with encoding. You could definitely do stuff with this. Just have a server.
Oh, for sure. Take a cloth, wipe all the sweat off your face, and wring it out over top of it. Give it a little extra boost, a little extra juice. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us this week for this video. As always, it's great having my brother here to be a part of it. If you like what you see, like and subscribe to the channel. We also have links to social media and our Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee and all that stuff in the description. So if you want to get down on a little more Canadian Computer Collector, you certainly can.
Shout out to our Patreons. We've got Garth Beagle.
Yeah. Mac84 TV. Ethan Palomero.
Yeah, the famous Palomero Club.
And the homie Ron Resnick. So thank you to all the Patreon supporters that exist. For $1 a month, you can get your name in the credits and many endless shout-outs. And actually, if you shoot us a donation through Buy Me a Coffee, you can get lots of shout-outs that way too. I don't know, I think we shouted it out on the live stream, but Garth, thanks again for the last Buy Me a Coffee that you sent over. Garth sent over 5 coffees. Much appreciated.
That's so much coffee.
My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why. I got out of bed.
Do you stand? I can't stand the way you won't let me inside your house because I just want to hold your hand. I'm so weird and nobody understands.
Hey, what's about us being together? That's the kind of stuff that makes me think we shouldn't meet each other. That's right, Eminem. This guy is a murderous, obsessive psychopath.
Anyway, I think we both know that neither of us are cool anymore. So thank you so much for tuning in and experiencing our verbal diarrhea, as well as us testing some hardware. So if you want to enter the contest, link in the description.
Link to enter the contest will be in the description below.
Anyway, thank you so much. Have a great weekend. I, of course, am the Canadian Computer Collector. This is my brother, the Brotherly Computer Collector. And the June the cat is over in the corner there where you cannot see. But,
I tried to get her to come over, she wouldn't come. Oh, got her attention.
It's
It's like when they make that noise, in cats is going, like they're trying to Alright, I think we're done. Yeah.